Hi class 2. So today we are going to do page number 63. We are doing this chapter number 5, that is the little red hen. Little red hen. So all of you please take out page number 63. So in the last class I have told you that the little red hen prepared the one sack of grain of wheat little red hen could make, and that sack of grain, now what they did, that we will learn from this page. Okay, now little red hen is telling, who will help me take this sack to the mill? Now the little red hen wants to take this sack of grains to the mill. Okay, cat is telling, yawning sleepily. Still the cat is feeling very sleepy. I won't, I'm too sleepy. Goose is telling, putting his feet up, I won't, I'm too tired. Rat is telling, putting his hands behind, I won't, I'm too busy. So again the same thing is repeated by the cat, goose and rat, that they are too sleepy, they are tired and they are busy. They cannot help. Now little red hen and the chicks. Then we will take this sack to the mill. So little red hen took her own chicks and they decided that they will take the sack of grains to the mill so that they can change it into flour. Narrator is telling, little red hen took the wheat to the mill. The miller ground the grain into fine flour. Little red hen carried home the sack of flour. So now that grain of wheat which the little red hen had found once, and he had put it into the soil, he planted it. From there he harvested the crops. He got so much of grains of wheat that one full sack of grain he had, the little red hen has got. And after that the little red hen took that sack of grains to the mill. Now the miller, what the miller did, the miller ground the grains of wheat into fine flour, okay, from where we can make the bread. Okay, so the sack of grain changed to sack of flour. Little red hen is telling, who will help me make a loaf of bread? Now again the little red hen is asking for making the loaf of bread, asking help for making the loaf of bread. Again the cat, goose and rat said the same thing. Cat said, I won't, I'm too sleepy. Goose said, I won't, I'm too tired. Rat said, I won't, I'm too busy. Little red hen and the chicks tell, then we will bake a loaf of bread. So little red hen and the chicks said, then we will bake the loaf of bread. So no one else came to help them out. Only her own chicks helped her. Narrator is telling, the little chicks loved to help in the kitchen. They mixed and kneaded and shaped the dough into a loaf and baked it. It was a lovely warm loaf of bread. It smelled delicious. Now, the chicks were so much helpful to their mother that the little chicks helped their mother in the kitchen to make the dough. Okay, they mixed nicely, they kneaded it, and then they made it into a loaf of bread, and they baked it. Okay, they made it into a loaf and they baked it, and finally it was very lovely and a loaf of bread, and it smelled so delicious. Kneaded means, your mothers also may be kneading the flour. Okay, that is pressed, folded with hands to make even. Okay, now turn to next page number 64. Little red hen is telling, who will eat this loaf of bread? Now little red hen is asking the questions to cat, goose and rat and everyone, that who will eat now this loaf of bread? Cat is telling, I will. Goose is telling, I will. Rat is also telling, I will. Little red hen telling, no, my chicks and I will eat this loaf of bread. So now the little red hen is telling, no one will have the loaf of bread, because I and my chicks worked hard for making this flour, for making this bread. So only we both will have, my children and I myself will have this loaf of bread. I will not give it to anyone. Narrator, the little red hen called her chicks and they ate the lovely warm bread. So now the little red hen enjoyed eating that nice loaf of bread with her chicks. Okay, so students, this is the whole story, and please read this chapter at home and try to solve exercise. There is no exercise number, but page number 64 you can see quick answer. Choose the correct answer. One A and B is given. Please do this one. Okay, and then I will give you the answer in the next class. Question and answers I will give you. Okay, and there are other some grammatical exercises also which we will do in our next class. Okay, so bye students.